I am in dire need of more clean wool.
And looky who we have here.
So I received the committee reports of my thesis, my doctorate thesis, which I am set to defend in exactly 8 days. Hello there. Yes, I did rewatch those Star Wars some time ago, but what I wanted to talk to you about is a problem that I'm having. The problem that I am currently having is that this is the last of the clean local wool that I can card as I am doing now. Like, and since it is such a long staple length, especially this particular area of the wool, I am carding it up very fast. And this, of course, means that I am almost in dire need of more clean wool so that I can keep on churning my spinning machine, my amazing shaft spinning wheel. Oh, because I am the spinning machine, really. A monster. I've been making so much yarn, really. But because I have to continue making yarn because I keep dyeing all of it, but I need to keep more of it to dye, like with other dyes. I have to wash more. So once I get done with this rolag, we are going outside because it looks like it has stopped raining for the day, and we're going to start another batch of wool washing. I'm currently in the shed because this is the home of my wool. My dad collects old things of some genres, and he got a chest, and I'm using it for my wool. It's like an ancient old chest. Oh, of course, my white wool is at the bottom. Okay, I have it. Wait, nah. Ah, smells like sheep. Now, of course, because I have left this tub outside, the ants have decided to make a nest in it, so we must wash that first. Come on. Yeah, boy. You get lost. You get pressure washed. And as usual, the first soak is going to be with the wool completely in cold water because first it just needs to get soaking. But this time, because it is quite late in the evening already, and I don't have like 4 hours to mess with wool at the moment, I'm going to let the first soak be like overnight, and I just hope that it's also okay because I've never done that. Usually I do 2 hours of a first soak and then like little half hour or 20-minute soaks with the hot water and soap. But yes, I'll fill this up and then goes in the wool. And as usual, because I don't want to be searching for wool all the time with my bare hands, I'm using a DIY veil. And this is going to be a lovely home for this half of a sheep's fleece. This is actually the second half of my very first fleece that I am using to make yarn from the local village. Oh, that's cold. But yes, this shall be here overnight. Also, I'm not 100% certain, but I'm pretty sure that we have to boot Cardi B out of the nest, because usually when she's broody, she goes on the nest like as soon as she can all the time. But lately, this like current broodiness season, she has been doing a weird thing where she stays outside after every walk. So basically, she stays outside for half of the day, for the second half after the walk, and then at nighttime goes on the nest to sleep, like a dum-dum. So let's see if she's on the nest and if she is just going to jail.
And looky who we have here. You're going to jail, girl.
It's jail time, girl. Good night. It's okay, Robbie. She's just gonna stay here for a while. Good morning. It is the rudest thing when you wake up and you feel like crap because goodness knows what. And I've been waking up feeling exhausted for 2 days now. I don't know if it's the change in the weather or what, but just, oh, it's rude. But let's wash some wool. So this thing has been soaking overnight and it has some leaves in it, but that's okay because it's on the outside of my little veil. And the next soak is going to be hot water, but unfortunately, because we don't really have a hot water sink or anything outdoors, I'm going to have to bring the hot water from inside. But I don't want to do the actual washing inside because it hurts my back a little to try to really carefully get all the water down the shower drain. So outside with some troubles it is. And I would say that the first soak has been really successful because look at how brown this water is. Ugh. And this is so much easier than trying to get it down the shower drain. And thus I carry water from the inside. And the first batch gets some soap. I don't think I'll put the soap in the second batch this time because it is just such a nice clean wool. So let's just get this soap all mixed up without making it foam, because it is pretty much impossible to get foam out of wool. And now it's time for the wool. So smush it all in there. Get those dirty bits all washed up. And I'll see this one in a half an hour. So it's been half an hour, so now we extract the soapy wool. And I'm gonna attempt, ooh, that's still hot. Ooh. But I would like to get as much of the soap out as I can right now. Then I don't have to rinse it as many times. Oh, buddy. Well, as per usual, I have completely lost count of how many times I have washed, not washed, rinsed out my wool, but it is time. It is the last time that I'm doing this today. Because look at how nice it's this looking. Okay, it's still hot, but it's really surprisingly clear. I think this is actually the clearest water that I've had when rinsing a wool. So it is time to get this bad boy out. Okay, I think that this is the least windy side of the house currently. Like theoretically wind is great for drying wool, but I don't want it to fly away, so... Oh no! No! I lost the wool. I have to give it up now. In pieces! From its pieces! I have to spread it out. Oh, this is looking so good. I'm super happy with this wash. I think it might be this clean because I used like a smaller amount of wool to wash at one go. So we do have some vegetable matter here, but this part is absolutely gorgeous. So hopefully it won't rain too much in the next day and we will have dry wool again. Well, I think this is a sign of it being ready and not heavy enough to stay on the thing anymore. Also today I am slowly losing my mind because a couple hours ago I received the committee reports of my thesis. My doctorate thesis, which I am set to defend in exactly 8 days. And I am afraid now because like so far I haven't been that nervous about it because like whatever happens, it cannot be as bad as my bachelor's defense, during which one of the committee members literally yelled at me because I didn't understand a question correctly. Hashtag autism. so like it can't be that bad. But now that I have like received the committee reports and seen what they both like have to say about it, I am getting nervous because like one of the reports is super chill and nice. Yes, recommend for defense. Yay, good job. And the second one is intense. Like the second one is by a person who is super knowledgeable in the field. He knows his stuff. He knows so much more than I do, and I am very intimidated by that. Even though it makes sense because he is like a high-level scientist and I am a PhD candidate. So it makes sense that he knows more than I do, but still the amount of complex questions that he has posed in that like thesis report is it's intense. I am feeling intimidated and scared now because I don't know. I initially I didn't know the answers to all of them. I've worked through all of them now and I can answer most of them. Like I can answer all of them now, but just I did not want to get nervous about defending my thesis this early on. Like I have 8 days during which I still need to sleep. So like. We have had a development with the little baby chick who is having trouble growing. She's still alive, so like that's good at least. Just once I moved everyone out like into the coop, then the little one started being really like a lot more active than before, and that was like amazing to see. But with that activity came some bullying from the others. for the first time. So at first I noticed that someone of the bigger chicks had taken like out a bunch of her like back of the neck feathers, and like she was bald there, and which is not great, but like I put some anti-cannibalism spray on there and hope for the best. But however, it has not worked very well, and this morning when I came to see them, someone had pecked her back of the neck bloody, and that means that even though they are not really big enough for me to feel comfortable doing it, I have kicked them out of the big cage, because the little one is definitely going to stay in the cage and separate from the others, because like she is definitely not ready to move out, but the others need to basically be separate from her and now learn how to interact with the like older chickens. I would love to have done this kicking out phase when they were bigger, but I don't really have another choice, because I don't back my toes. But I don't really have another choice because they, like, I don't have any like other types of cages that I could put in here, and I also don't have any of the like any doubles of the feeding things, although I could probably think of something, but just I like this is the solution. Like the chicks have been in the cage like with the older chickens for several weeks now, so they are definitely used to each other. They just have never shared space like at the same time together. I'm hoping that it will go well. Currently the older chickens are all outside and the chicks are all desperately trying to get back into their cage, but I'm hoping that eventually they will get used to being like more free, and that they will like do well and learn where the food and drink of the adults is. This is what the little baby is looking right now, because I put a fair amount of the blue disinfectant on her, like disinfectant spray, and that's like in order to prevent any infection, and it's likely that it will heal up very like nicely. Just I can't keep her with the other chicks because they will definitely peck at it again and make it just worse and worse until she dies. So in order to preserve the life of the little one, the other little ones have been kicked out. So today has been a busy day, a difficult day. I have had minor surgery, but it's fine. It went fine. That just means that I am loopy for the rest of the day, because I just refuse to endure the pain of having an IUD inserted without any anesthesia. Like, there are some medieval torture methods that should stay in the 1600s. So that's what I got done today. And now my parents have kindly brought both me and my car back home. And then I found that the baby chicks who were outside, while the adults were already like on the roosting bar inside, as they have been doing for the past couple of days, which is super cute. They've been exploring the outside area on their own while the adults are in, and it's like really cute. And I was counting them up, and then I found that one of them, of course, it was my favorite. It was the largest, most light-colored, light gray rooster, silky rooster, who was not alive anymore. I can't say for certain what happened. Like all I could see is that someone had pecked him on the head really hard, like several times. So what I'm guessing happened is that he silly self started a fight with one of the adults, and the adults retaliated too hard and killed him. So my dad buried him, and I don't think the shock has set in.
Like the feelings haven't set in yet because he was my favorite, and of course the favorites tend to die the most tragic deaths. It is like a rule in livestock having. But yeah, it's a busy week as well. So this has so today was just an ordeal, and tomorrow I will be taking a flight to Copenhagen with my mother and sister so that the day after tomorrow I can defend my PhD thesis, which I am too tired and loopy to even be anxious about at the moment, but we shall see how I will handle that in the upcoming day. Yeah. So good night. Oh, and I forgot to say that I put the chicks back into the big cage, and I managed to organize like a small cage for the itty bitty one who somehow is still alive inside the big cage. So there is like a Russian doll a cage situation going on. And I guess I would just be keeping the chicks in the large cage for like some more time, like the original amount of time that I wanted to keep them in there, because if the adults are going to be quite that violent with them, that's not great. Okay, I have woken up bright and early to get all the packing done because I didn't get any packing done because I was quite loopy from the operation. But now I have gotten everything packed, and now I am walking the murderers. But yes, I mean they still need their daily walk even if they are murderers. But at the same time, I'm not like entirely sure that it was one of the adults who killed the my favorite little rooster chick, little rooster silky chick, because like usually the adults are already roosting when the little ones go outside. So it may have as well have been one of the other rooster chicks who did him in. So I don't know. I never will know. I just know that he died from bad head wounds, which can only be made by other chickens. But yes, this morning is busy, busy, busy because I am going to have to be in the city by 11:30, and then we will start our drive to Riga because we're flying out from Riga because Latvia's capital had better connections than Thailand did. You likely won't hear much chatting from me starting from now because I don't like vlogging with chatting in public. And I will very much be in public or around my mother and sister who are coming with me while I am in Copenhagen. So just beauty shots for y'all. Well, I made it back home about an hour ago, and I did it. I got my PhD degree. I defended my thesis and I got my degree. And I am just so relieved. I'm also really tired, but that's partially probably because I haven't been able to sleep with my sleep apnea machine for the past 3 nights. But just, I'm so glad that it's done. I have my degree, and I was so afraid of the questions of the defense because the committee really knows their stuff, like. But I survived. I survived all the questions, and people said that I answered them like well and calmly and things. So the quiet panic was quiet at least. So now I can take it more easy, and it's like this huge burden off of me. I don't think it has fully hit me still, but now I can just relax and try to find a job as the only thing that I'm doing. Although I should also at some point work more on getting the second paper published, because we didn't get that published before my defense, or like sent to the publisher. But that's like, compared to getting the thesis defense, it's nothing. So yes, it is done. I'm free. I'm free to start a regular job now. And my dad has taken really good care of the chickens and chickies, and I think I decided that I'm going to let them out into the big coop again and out of the big cage on the 10th of July, when they are all 2 months old, because then they'll be plenty big enough. It's really windy, so my hair is a mess, but I just woke the chickens, and now it's the best part. Ow! It's the best part of my day, which is walking not walking, petting the chickies. Oh, I have missed them so much. They are the cutest. Yeah, you're so cute, and you've gotten so big, so big. But you're still sweet, and I love that. I love them so much. Now, before I wrap this up, I wanted to show you how the itty bitty tiny baby is doing, and like, she is like pretty crusty from where the others pecked at her necks until it started bleeding. But I put I put blue spray on it regularly until it crusted over, and she's healing nicely. I'm keeping her in a separate cage, which she is really not happy about, but that's the way it has to be. Yeah, that's the way it has to be, because you're itty bitty and the others bully you, and you don't have any feathers on your neck. You should get some soon, though. And she's doing well. Like, she's also growing surprisingly well. She is roughly the size, actually, of the female silky chick already, which means that she has started growing more than previously. So I'm happy that she's still fighting, and that she's doing well. So I hope that you've enjoyed this incredible range of emotions that I have felt during the process of this vlog, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!